Bhakta Vrinda.
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudirayet
Tato Jayamudirayet
Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Sloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki.
Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1, Chapter 13, Verse 9. Kaya vrittya vartitambas
Kaya Vrittyavartitam vas
Charadhikshiti mandalam
Ascharardhikshiti mandalam
Tirthani kshetra mutyani
Tirthani kshetra mukyani
Sevithani habutalaye
Sevithani habutale
Kaya vrittya vartitambas
Kaya Vrittyavartitam vas
Charadhikshiti mandalam
Charadhikshiti mandalam
Tirthani kshetra mukyani
Tirthani kshetra mukyani
Sevithani habutale
Sevithani habutale
Kaya varatyavartitam vas
Kaya Vrittyavartitam vas
Charadhikshiti mandalam
Charadhikshiti mandalam
Tirthani kshetra mukyani
Tirthani kshetra mukyani
Sevithani habutale.
Sevithani abhutale.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace of Charanarinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Synonyms: Kaya, by which.
Kaya
Vritya means. Vartitham, maintained your livelihood.
Vartitam, maintain your livelihood.
Your good self.
Your good self.
Charadbi, while traveling.
Charadbi, while traveling.
Kshiti Mandalam, on the surface of the earth.
Kshiti Mandalam, on the surface of the earth.
Tirthani, places of pilgrimage.
Tirthani, places of pilgrimage.
Kshetra Mukhyani, the principal holy places.
Kshetra Mukhyani, the principal holy places.
Sevithani, served by you.
Sevithani, served by you.
Iha, in this world.
Iha, in this world.
Bhutale, on this planet.
who live on this
planet.
Translation, please repeat after me. While traveling on the surface of the earth,
while traveling on the surface of the earth,
how did you maintain your livelihood?
How did you maintain your livelihood?
At which holy places and pilgrimages sites did you render service?
At which holy places and pilgrimage sites did you render service? Purpose. Vidur went out from the place to detach himself from household affairs, especially political intrigues. As referred to herein before, he was practically insulted by Duryodhana's calling him a son of Sudrani, although it was not out of place to talk loosely in the case of one's grandmother. Vidura's mother, although a Sudrani, was the grandmother of Duryodhan, and funny talks are sometimes allowed between grandmother and grandchildren. But because the remark was an actual fact, it was up, it was unpalatable talk to Vidur, and it was accepted as a direct insult. He therefore decided to quit his paternal house and prepare for the renounced order of life. This preparatory stage is called Vanprasth Ashram, or retired life for traveling and visiting the holy places on the surface of the earth. In the holy places of India, like Vrindavan, Haridwar, Jagannath Puri, and Prayag, there are many great devotees, and there are still free kitchen houses for persons who desire to advance spiritually. Maharaja Yudhishthir was inquisitive to learn whether Vidur maintained himself by the mercy of the free kitchen houses. Chhatra.
Hari Om Tat Sat. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्। हरि ओम तत्सत्। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मुखं करोति. So this is a very important verse in the next one also. In this, Vidura has been questioned. They were inquiring, Yudhishthira Maharaj is inquiring. He asked, you were a Grahastha, and now suddenly you left everything and you had to leave, and you have been wandering on the surface of the earth. So how you maintained your livelihood? And definitely, since you are a pure devotee, you leave means you will go to only places and pilgrimage sites. So you would have gone to many different places of pilgrimage sites, so which is quite related to Krishna. And you must have rendered some wonderful devotional services there. So we would like to know that. So this is a proper inquiry. And because Vidura, he has totally detached himself from the household affairs, taking advantage of the Duryodhana's harsh words in the palace. And he has entered Vanaprastha at the time, leaving his house. And then he went from place to place. So, especially he is not involved in any kind of politics anymore in his life. And he was actually insulted by Duryodhana. Prabhupada also tells that, okay, in the purport, that amongst grandmother and grandson and all these things, some kind of jovial words they will speak, hey, you are son of a Sudrani, this, that, like that. You know, it's acceptable within the family, but the tone that Duryodhana used to speak the words is not a jovial or any kind of affection showing kind of things. It is a true straightforward insult. And at that moment, Duryodhana has lost even his last parting of all his pious deeds. When he insulted a Vaishnava straight away, calling him a son of a Shudra. And so that was a mistake, great mistake done by Duryodhana. And Vidura took advantage of that. You know, a devotee is not expecting any kind of self-prestige. So Vidura tolerated that, and he simply left in search of Krishna to different pilgrimage places to render devotional service. So for the devotee, there is no loss, no gain. Materially, they are not attached or detached with anything here. They are totally attached to only lotus feet of Krishna, and anything that they perform, only devotional service. And that is why Vidura is very important character in this Srimad Bhagavatam first canto. That is such a pure devotee. We will see in the next verse what type of a devotee is he. And so we'll go to the next verse. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, chapter 13, verse 10. Bhavadvidha Bhagavatas.
Bhavadvidha Bhagavata.
Tirthabhuta Swayam Vibho.
Tirthabhuta Swayam Vibho.
Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani.
Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani.
Swantastena Gadabhrita.
Swantasena Gadavrita.
Bhavadvidha Bhagavatas.
Bhavadvidha Bhagavata.
Tirthabhuta Swayam Vibho.
Tirthabhuta Swayam Vibho.
Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani.
Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani.
Swantastena Gadabhrita.
Swantastena Gadavrita.
Bhavadvidha Bhagavatas.
Bhavadvidha Bhagavata.
Tirthabhuta Swayam Vibho.
Tirthabhuta Swayam Vibho.
Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani.
Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani.
Swantastena Gadavritha.
Swantastena Gadavrita.
Synonyms. Bhavat, your good self.
Bhavat, your good self.
Vidha, like.
Vidha, like.
Bhagavatha, devotees.
Bhagavata, devotees.
Tirtha, the holy places of pilgrimage.
Tirtha, the holy places of pilgrimage.
Bhuta, converted into.
Bhuta, converted into.
Swayam, personally.
Swayam, personally.
Vibho, O powerful one.
Vibho, O powerful
one.
Tirthi Kurvanti, make into a holy place of pilgrimage.
Tirthi Kurvanti, make into a holy place of pilgrimage.
Tirthani, the holy places.
Tirthani, the holy places.
Swantastena, having been situated in the heart.
Swantastena, having been situated in the heart.
Gadavritha, the personality of Godhead.
Gadavritha, the personality of Godhead.
Translation, please repeat after me. My Lord.
My Lord.
Devotees like your good self are verily holy places personified.
Devotees
like your good self are verily holy places personified.
Because you carry the personality of Godhead within your heart.
Because you carry the personality of Godhead within your heart.
You turn all places into places of pilgrimage.
You turn
all places into places of pilgrimage.
Purport.
The personality of Godhead, omnipresent by his diverse potencies everywhere, just as the power of electricity is distributed everywhere within space. Similarly, the Lord's omnipresence is perceived and manifested by his unalloyed devotees like Vidur, just as electricity is manifested in an electric bulb. A pure devotee like Vidur always feels the presence of the Lord everywhere. He sees everything in the potency of the Lord and the Lord in everything. The holy places all over the earth are meant for purifying the polluted consciousness of the human being by an atmosphere surcharged with the presence of the Lord's unalloyed devotee. If anyone visits a holy place, he must search out the pure devotees residing in such holy places, take lessons from them, try to apply such instructions in practical life, and thus gradually prepare oneself for the ultimate salvation, going back to Godhead. To go to some holy place of pilgrimage does not mean only to take a bath in the Ganges or Jamuna or to visit the temples situated in those places. One should also find representatives of Vidur who have no desire in life save and except to serve the personality of Godhead. The personality of Godhead is always with such pure devotees because of their unalloyed service, which is without anything of fruitive action or utopian speculation. They are in the actual service of the Lord, specifically by the process of hearing and chanting. The pure devotees hear from the authorities and chant sing and write of the glories of the Lord. Mahamuni Vyasdeva heard from Narad, and then he chanted in writing. Sukdev Goswami studied from his father, and he described it to Parikshit. That is the way of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, by their action and pure devotee of the Lord can render any place into a place of pilgrimage, and the holy place are worth the name only on their account. Such pure devotees are able to rectify the polluted atmosphere of any place, and what to speak of a holy place rendered unholy by the questionable actions of interested persons who try to adopt a professional life at the cost of the reputation of a holy place.
Hari Om Tatsa. So it's a very, very wonderful words that describes what type of devotee is this Vidura. So wonderful. It is said that devotees like your good self are verily holy places personified. Why? Because you carry the personality of God within your heart. So we are going to pilgrimage places because the Lord has performed his pastimes in those particular places. So it becomes pilgrimage place. And there we go and hear about the pastimes the Lord has performed. But whereas the pure devotees like Vidura, Srila Prabhupada, our Guru Maharaj, they carry the Lord in their heart all the time, 24 hours. They are pure devotee, unalloyed devotees. They don't have anything but Krishna. They don't know anything but Krishna, and Krishna knows anything, doesn't know anything but them. So this is the pure relationship. As soon as a live relationship is already there for everybody as being part and parcel of Krishna, a servant of Krishna, but we have forgotten the relationship. But the relationship which is live, which is very active and in full blissfulness, that is pure devotees. They maintain the relationship by virtue of, by dint of their devotional service that they perform 24 hours, both day and night, without cessation. So, when they are carrying the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the core of their heart and they are moving around, wandering on the surface of the earth, it is not a person that is moving, wandering around. It is the pilgrimage place is wandering around. Vrindavan is moving and giving its association to all the fallen conditioned souls on the material plane who forgot Krishna in order to cleanse the polluted consciousness of the atmosphere for the human being to become Krishna consciousness. These pure devotees move on the surface of the earth. When they move, it is not one person moving. It is the holy Dham that is moving. That is the difference between movement of pure devotee and movement of an ordinary person. An ordinary person would move for his livelihood. An ordinary person move for his business, for earning money, for learning something, to meet somebody for sense enjoyment. Only these things are there. And there is no any purpose of Krishna for an ordinary person to move around the, whether he is moving in the plane or car or by walk, or it doesn't matter, picnic, this, that. He only knows sense gratification centered or livelihood. So that movement is not, it is like, dead body moving though breathing. But original movement is when a pure devotee is moving for others. He is moving for cleansing the polluted consciousness around the human being for the fallen conditioned souls, to give them a chance to revive, awaken their Krishna consciousness. So when he moves, the whole Dharma is moving. So because these karmi people and papi, that sinful people, they are not interested to come to Vrindavan or Mayapur. But the pure devotees are very merciful that they go there from this particular Dham. Like Srila Prabhupada went from Vrindavan to make the whole world give them Vrindavan experience everywhere. Similarly, Guru Maharaj is going from Sridham Mayapur and he is giving the Sridham Mayapur everywhere. This is the unlimited potency of the personality of Godhead. The Dham is moving along with the pure devotees because they carry the Lord and the Lord resides in the Dham. And their body is not material. This pure devotee's body is the holy Dham where the Lord resides. So this is not an ordinary statement. It should be understood scientifically. Prabhupada is giving very beautifully in the purport that how the electricity is, spread through the wires. But as soon as it reaches the bulb, immediately there is light and heat. So when the pilgrimage places are moving from one place to another place in the form of Bhagavata, they are not Brahma Bhuta or Jiva Bhuta. They are Tirtha Bhuta. It is said in the words. They are Bhagavata Tirtha Bhuta. So they are personified holy places where the Lord resides and performing his pastimes 24 hours. And they are moving around. So if anyone visits a holy place, he must search out the pure devotee residing in such holy place and take lessons from him. It is not that going to a holy place and taking bath in the river or lake or water reservoir and then come back, I am sinless. No. The purpose of going to the holy places can be well understood when you meet a person who is the holy place personified, he visits the place. When he visits the place, he doesn't simply go and sit and give darshan and come back. He speaks about the pastimes of the Lord. He speaks about what this human being has forgotten. He speaks about what they are supposed to do. He speaks about revival of the consciousness of the fallen conditioned soul to awaken their Krishna consciousness, give them the goal of life, give them the right path, put them into the proper activities that they are supposed to perform, save them from the illusory representations of the Maya, protect them from the birth, death, old age, and disease, engage them in the pure, unalloyed, loving devotional service, and make them a pure devotee. This is the purpose of these holy places in the form of pure devotees moving around. So they go and speak. We have to hear from such personalities, whether you come to a holy place or the personalities who are personified holy places like Guru Maharaj is moving somewhere. We need to hear from them. That is the purpose, and that's the only way that we can really revive our lost Krishna consciousness or forgotten. We cannot lose it, but we have forgotten it. So the forgotten Krishna consciousness can only be revived by association of such personalities. So the true association is here from these particular personalities. This is very, very important. And they don't have anything material to obtain that they're wandering across different continents, different cities, and different countries here. They only come for our benefit, for the fallen conditioned soul's benefit. Otherwise, they have nothing to do with the whole material world. What to speak of America and Europe? They don't have anything to do with the entire cosmic manifestation because they are well situated in their proper constitutional position. They are coming here on behalf of the Lord. That is why they are able to carry the Lord wherever they go. It is the pilgrimage. They perform their pilgrimage, and the Lord is residing, performing pastimes in their heart all the time without cessation. This is very, very wonderful. So they don't have any tinge of fruitive action also, or any kind of utopian speculation. So they are the real servitors of the Lord. They are confidential associates of the Lord, and they represent the Supreme Lord as he is, without any kind of deviation from understanding of the concept of they know how to represent the Supreme Personality of God, because they know what the Lord would do here and what the Lord wants them to do here. And they would do that without any doubt or questions or hesitation or deviation or speculation or any self-restraint. So that is the pure devotees. Because they hear from their authorities and they chant, they sing, they write the glories of the Lord in volumes of books. Now Guru Maharaj is writing compiling the Chaitanya book. From the great authors, great acharyas, great authorities. So Mahamuni Vyasadev, he heard from Narad, and then he has chanted. He has chanted in terms of writing. Sukadeva Goswami, he studied from his father Vyasadev. He described it to Parikshit. So this is the way. And Srimad Bhagavatam is now in front of us because of these wonderful pilgrimages, personified personalities who has described what the Lord is does. So two types of Bhagavata is there. One is Person Bhagavata, another is Srimad Bhagavatam. Both are holy places because they describe the pastimes of the Lord Krishna. That's all and nothing else. So this makes it pilgrimage, place of pilgrimage or the holy places. So this is the very important purport that we need to understand, that how important it is to hear the book Bhagavata from person Bhagavata. This is very important. Okay, and when it is something like you come to the holy Dham Sri Dham Mayapur and attend the lecture of Srila Guru Maharaj directly, hearing Srimad Bhagavata from the person Bhagavata, double Dhamma is there, double mercy is there. So this is very, very important. It is not just you can visit and take bath in Ganges or Yamuna and then go back. The very purpose is to hear from the places. You one should also find representative of Vidura. So the spiritual masters, they are representative of Viduras. And because they're interested only in serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead and saving the fallen conditioned souls by engaging them in the pure unalloyed loving devotion service. So this is very, very important. There is no speculation. There is no tinge of material attachment or any kind of fruity things that they need to do. Prabhupada is giving a very wonderful explanation and an analogy to understand this, that how this pilgrimage personified the pure devotees when they wander on the surface of the earth, what happens. So because the Lord is already everywhere in the form of Paramatma by his omniscient, okay, just as the power of electricity is distributed everywhere within the space. So Lord is already there everywhere. But when that will be manifested, the electricity which is distributed will be manifested when there is a bulb, right? So it is manifested when the unalloyed devotees like Vidura, like Prabhupada, like Guru Maharaj, when they move across, when they go to a particular place, then you will find how the electricity is manifested in an electric bulb. A pure devotee like Vidura, they always feels the presence of the Lord everywhere, and they will come and enlighten like the bulb, enlighten the darkness of ignorant, dissipate the darkness of ignorant in the core of the heart of the fallen conditioned souls and enlighten them with the Krishna consciousness. This is awakening Krishna consciousness. That is the reason why you want to hear from those pure devotees wherever they come. It is our fortune that they are moving around on the surface of the earth. Okay. Otherwise, like Parikshit Maharaj, he had to move away from all the living places onto the bank of the Ganges into the forest in search of the Guru. We don't have that hardship to do that. You give up everything and go in search of a pure devotee. The pure devotees are very merciful. They are coming to your doorstep and they are giving his Chaitanya pastime every day. By sitting at your own house after coming back from your work in the night, you can just sit and attend this Lord Chaitanya class. To that extent, they are very merciful. All that you need to do is open your ears some half an hour to hear the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. What is the difficulty? It is all nectar. It is all nectar. What is the difficulty? So we must understand seriously this particular importance of the presence of these pure devotees and take full advantage of that. Shanthagopi, you would like to add anything? So Vidura is the pilgrimage personified, and whatever he speaks is the pastimes of the Lord, because he's having his Lord performing pastimes in his heart all the time. Similarly, all the pure devotees. So any questions or comments or realization, please do share with us. Five, four.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, इसमें दिया है महामुनि व्यास देवा heard from Narad and then he chanted in writing. Sukdev Goswami studied from his father and he described it to Parikshit. That is the way of Srimad Bhagavatam. तो चैंटिंग जो है सो इन राइटिंग में भी किया जा सकता है.
Yes, चैंटिंग राइटिंग में किया जा सकता है, सुनने में किया जा सकता है, चैंटिंग जपास के द्वारा बोलने में किया जा सकता है, गाने में किया जा सकता है. चैंटिंग के लिए कोई रुकावट कहीं भी नहीं है, ऑल डायरेक्शन में चैंटिंग चल सकता है।
यस प्रभु। अब फिर नीचे है दैट इज द वे ऑफ श्रीमद् भागवतम। तो भागवतम का क्या वे है?
ये श्रीमद् भागवतम इस तरह लिया जाना चाहिए, ना कि किसी पॉपुलर ओरेटर भागवत सप्ताह चल रहा है वो भागवता है ऐसा बोल के नहीं जाना है। जो आचार्य परंपरा के जरिए आया हुआ है, इस तरह जैसा परीक्षित महाराज के साथ सूत गोस्वामी भी बैठे हुए थे और सूत गोस्वामी से सौनका ऋषि लिए, इस तरह जो परंपरा के जरिए हमें ये श्रीमद् भागवतम मिल रहा है, हम उसी परंपरा के जरिए इसको स्वीकार करना चाहिए, ना कि कहीं और से जो स्वीकार करेंगे उसके लिए बताया गया। सनातन गोस्वामी ने बताया कि वो जो दूध है वो अगर सांप ने उसको डस लिया तो वो दूध में पॉइजन होता है, उस दूध का समान, पॉइजन दूध का समान। तो दूध को बिना सांप डसे हमको लेना चाहिए, वो है परंपरा के जरिए भागवत को स्वीकार करना।
यस प्रभु।
थैंक यू
प्रभु कल हम पढ़े थे प्रभु, वो 8 श्लोक में वो पढ़े थे, उसमें पेज नंबर 656 में दिया है, दिस इज स्पेसिफिकली डिस्क्राइब्ड इन द महाभारत आदि पर्व 114। ये बुक में दिया है आदि पर्व 114।
यस
आप प्रभु कुछ बोले थे 141 या तो हम नहीं किए थे।
नहीं, आपने 114 किया है, इसमें 144 दिया गया है।
ओ अच्छा, तो
आपने उसको पढ़ने के टाइम 114 करके पढ़ा था, फिर मैंने उसको दोहराया 144, आपने फिर से 114 ही पढ़ा
जी, तो इसमें 114 ही दिया हुआ है।
अच्छा
इसीलिए हम पढ़े जी। पेज नंबर 656 में है।
वो हिंदी बुक में मिस्टेक है, वो 144 है एक्चुअली, आदि पर्व 144 में है ये।
इंग्लिश वाला में भी प्रभु दिया है आदि पर्व 114, और हिंदी वाला में भी दिया है, इसका विशेष वर्णन महाभारत आदि पर्व 114 में हुआ है।
यहाँ ऑनलाइन वेदाबेस में दिया है आदि पर्व 144, जो मैंने आपको शेयर किया था कल।
जी जी जी,
उसमें 144 दिया हुआ था।
और तो हम यही जगह पढ़े, इसमें आदि पर्व 114 ही दिया है।
चलो कोई बात नहीं,
हिंदी वाला में भी और इंग्लिश वाला में भी। पेज
ठीक
नंबर 656 में दिया है, इसमें 685 में दिया है। जी प्रभु,
ठीक है,
धन्यवाद प्रभु, धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू। 5 4 3 2 1 0. Thank you very much for the association. So we'll reassemble back on Monday sharp at 7 o'clock, continuing Srimad Bhagavatam. Till then, Grandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
जय
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
जय
Patita Pavan Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai.
जय
Bhagavat Satsang ki jai.
जय।
Vaishnav Pranam.
वांछा
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। So today is Ekadasi, and today Guru Maharaj is going to Medina temple, and he'll be back in a couple of days. So tomorrow he may not be giving Bhagavatam class at 8 o'clock, but somebody else will be giving from Sri Mayapur. So we'll assemble back on Monday. Jai Sri Guru Maharaj ki jai. Premanande.
Hari Hari Bol.
Thank you very much.